Hello, church. So this is our devotional for Wednesday, July 9th. If you missed it, I'm pretty sure I introduced it as January 8th. Our devotional yesterday as we continued in Psalm 89. Um, uh, in case anybody is worried, so my folks live in North Carolina. The flooding was in a different part of the state for them, so they weren't impacted by that, and they had a good anniversary on the 7th. Um, we're going to be finishing. So this is part 3 for Psalm 89. I'm going to go ahead. This is going to be a larger section today, and then we're going to finish it up tomorrow. I'm going to be leaving for General Synod Thursday afternoon. Homer Royer will be in. Dave Brumbaugh is going to be on call, who's the pastor at Calvary UCC in Bartow. And we'll pick back up with Psalm 90 and the beginning of book 4 in the Psalter as we continue our time of daily devotion. So here is our New Revised Standard Version for our next portion of Psalm 89. This will be starting at verse 19. Then you spoke in a vision to your faithful one and said, I have set the crown on one who is mighty. I have exalted one chosen from the people. I have found my servant David. With my holy oil I have anointed him. My hand shall always remain with him. My arm also shall strengthen him. The enemy shall not outwit him. The wicked shall not humble him. I will crush his foes before him and strike down those who hate him. My faithfulness and steadfast love shall be with him, and in my name his horn shall be exalted. I will set his hand on the sea and his right hand on the rivers. He shall cry to me, You are my Father, my God, and the rock of my salvation. I will make him the firstborn, the highest of the kings of the earth. Forever I will keep my steadfast love for him, and my covenant with him will stand firm. I will establish his line forever and his throne as long as the heavens endure. If his children forsake my law and do not walk according to my ordinances, if they violate my statutes and do not keep my commandments, then I will punish their transgression with the rod and their iniquity with scourges. Scourges. But I will not remove from him my steadfast love or be false to my faithfulness. I will not violate my covenant or alter the word that went forth from my lips. Once and for all I have sworn by my holiness. I will not lie to David. His line shall continue forever, and his throne endure before me like the sun. It shall be established forever like the moon, an enduring witness in the skies. Selah. In Peterson, too, it was a fairly natural break. These are also the ways that James Mays approaches the sections themselves. So a little more material, but good stuff. So one of the things I love about this congregation is I have people who ask very interesting questions. And at a trustees meeting, I think 2 months ago, Gene Dolliff asked, as I read the psalm for part of our devotional, why David? And it's an intriguing question. It's one that, to my knowledge, other than just God picking, and this in beginning this, maybe not beginning, because we see this with the Abraham covenant as well, but God selecting those that we don't necessarily anticipate being the one who is going to be called. Yeah, right. So here's a little bit from D. Moody Smith. The quoted oracle does not say why the Lord chose David and swore a covenant oath of faithfulness to his kingship. What the oracle does do is depict David's kingship as a reflection of the Lord's kingship. The language and features used to describe God's sovereignty reappear in the oracle on David's kingship. The divine warrior chose a warrior from among the people to be his anointed servant. The right hand and mighty arm of God will empower the hand and arm of David. As God defeated and crushed his enemies, so David will defeat and crush. David will even share in the power of God over the cosmic chaos. Just as the Lord, because of his dominion over chaos, is supreme in the heavens, David will be highest among the kings on earth. The firm establishment of the Lord's steadfast love and faithfulness in the heaven guarantees the firm establishment of David's kingship in his descendants. Pastor Nick translation, thy kingdom come, thy will be done. And we see that it's the reflection of God's reign in steadfast love, faithfulness, justice, and righteousness that ultimately empowers David's going on. And we will see with David's descendants that many of them are not following in God's command, which leads to the rest of the story. All right, Eugene Peterson from The Message. A long time ago, you spoke in a vision. I've crowned a hero. I chose the best I could find. I found David, my servant, poured holy oil on his head, and I'll keep my hand steadily on him. Yes, I'll stick with him through thick and thin. No enemy will get the best of him. No scoundrel will do him in. I'll weed out all who oppose him. I'll clean out all who hate him. I'm with him for good, and I'll love him forever. I've set him on high. He's riding high. I put ocean in his one hand, river in the other. He'll call out, "Oh, my Father, my God, my rock of salvation." Yes, I'm setting him apart as the first of the royal line, high king over all the earth's kings. I'll preserve him eternally in my love. I'll faithfully do all I so solemnly promised. I'll guarantee his family tree and underwrite his rule. If his children refuse to do what I tell them, if they refuse to walk in the way I show them, if they spit on the directions I give them and tear up the rules I post for them, I'll rub their faces in the dirt of their rebellion and make them face the music. But I'll never throw them out, never abandon or disown them. Do you think I'd withdraw my holy promise or take back words I'd already spoken? I've given my word, my whole and holy word. Do you think I would lie to David? His family tree is here for good. His sovereignty is sure as the sun, dependable as the phases of the moon, inescapable as weather. I love that phrase, and where we have God speaking and saying, "I put ocean in his one hand, river in the other. He'll call out, 'Oh, my Father, my God, my rock of salvation.'" And may that be our prayer this and every day. All righty. We'll be finishing up tomorrow. We will catch you then and have a great day. See ya.